Okay, so we are live. There we go. We're live when we have this 6 likes. Hi, world.
So maybe we can give 2 minutes to get more people, if you want.
There will be recording. There will be more people join.
Okay.
So, good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good day. Today, our third Q&A session is a June session. So we do that every Saturday, the first Saturday of the month, each and every month. I can see we have 4 participants. Can I ask the question? 5, 6. Can I ask the question, do you guys can hear us and see us well? If you can maybe, just say,
Can you put a 666 if you can see us?
No,
and if you can, well, 111, whatever. Or if you can hear us properly.
In the chat box. Hello. Hello, Jennifer.
Jamaica. Hey, Jennifer.
Jamaica.
How is the weather in Jamaica? It is very gloomy and miserable in Ireland.
Excellent. We have the connections. Thanks, Deej. I pronounce it right. So an update. The update that kind of, the highlights of the last month. To start with, in order, in an order, the way it happens, in our family. So first of all, I had resigned from the job, the corporate job that I've been at for over 6 years. It was really, eating me, too much. I couldn't take it anymore. It was my time to, actually leave, and it's it's a point where I just thought I had to take this the leap of faith, and before I thought about this to talk about this, I thought once I heard Jay-Z said a phrase that was 10 years ago actually. I was watching the Forbes show, so that was Warren Buffett and Jay-Z. So I did not know who Warren Buffett is, but I knew who is Jay-Z. And what he said is being broke is a great motivator. So I'm not gonna, I don't want to be broke. I'm not gonna be broke. But the point being is that sometimes we just stay in our comfort zone. And for us, to move forward, to move up, to do something different, we need this, shook, as I say, So to me, it was a hard decision, but I had to do it. So that is me, that is me. So I resigned. 6 years is a long time, but has to be done.
We have new people. So Jennifer said that it's very hot in Jamaica. That's okay, Jennifer. It's very cold here. Hey, Carol from Trinidad. Jay is from St. Louis in Missouri. Hey, Safi. So, yeah.
So we have people on this live session. So in order, how it was happening. So then we had this corona test, Sunday, a day before Annabelle's birthday, which was kind of like I wasn't scared. I knew that this isn't something I should be worrying about, but it was kind of weird, to go in this tents and doing all these tests, and suddenly all this corona thing, it was more real.
Yeah.
So that was us, but it was fun. I mean, with Annabelle, anything we do is fun. Then of course the night before Annabelle's birthday, the preparation, the video that we, actually did was real exprompt, because Patricia, she was planning to do this on Monday. So she was planning to do some shopping on Monday, but because Monday the school was closed.
So I was planning to do this on Monday because Annabelle will have been in school.
Yeah.
So, but then Monday, the school was closed because of the COVID case, so we had to improvise on Sunday evening.
Night
To kind of get everything together. But yeah, It turned out fabulous.
Yeah.
My gosh, we actually ordered some decoration, never arrived. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually canceled that. So we
you
did
canceled.
some.
Okay.
We did order some on Amazon, and that was way beyond Annabelle's birthday. You know, I was just like, guys, it's like just cancel it. You know, which is good thing about Amazon because you can send it. You know, so you know. So of course, you know, the next day, Monday, there was Annabelle's birthday, and it was interesting, you know, because that morning was like, okay, what do we do? The funniest thing was that, you know, in that corona, you know, test center, I was asking the person, you know, the one who's taking, you know, the details and you know, the contact details, telephone number, etc. I said, look, we only received this email from the school, right? So what do we do?
Did we receive the email on Sunday? Yeah, we received
it was Sunday.
the text on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, like, what is the procedure? You know, what do we do basically? And he was like, well, you know, because you're taking the test, you have to self-isolate yourself for like 14 days.
How do you isolate a 5 years old?
But then, you know, he also said that, well, because you don't have any symptoms, then, you know, you kind of, you know, free to go. So it's really, you know, it's the message, conflicting message, you know, like it's, I think, you know, the whole this corona thing, I'm not going to go into this corona, but I think it's just, you know, there's so much confusion over like what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And anyway, let's
just happy that it was negative and where everyone is healthy, because I know many people are losing loved ones. So thank God we safe, we healthy, and you know, everything is staying that way. So what's the next update?
So Annabelle's birthday, it was the family day out, and to me, you know, 5 years. I mean, you know, 5 years. I actually still remember, you know, the night she was born.
Yeah, I was there. I remember. Yeah.
My wife. I mean, on the day, she had what's it called? Contractions. Yeah, the contractions in the morning. And I was about to go to work, and I remember she looked at me. She's like, "Are you crazy? Stay here." So I remember that day. It was, you know, it was amazing. But something that, you know, I really want to say. I know, you know, we have some, you know, guys are watching our channel as well, and I don't know, you know, for you guys, you know, if you have kids, you know, you haven't had kids yet, you know, if you're expecting, but to be there as a father, you know, when your child is born, you know, it's an amazing. I did, yeah. I did actually cut the cord.
I don't think I would do it like cutting meat.
No, it's an amazing experience. You know, I definitely say, you know, if you haven't experienced that, you must. I mean, this is the one in a lifetime experience. So to me, it is very, you know, personal. I mean, you know, it's in my heart, and
it's a nice memory.
Seeing my wife there, and I remember at some point when she was, you know, like, it was actually, you know, in the hospital, and at some point I wanted to either, you know, sit, or I think, and she just she looked at me. She's like, you know, what are you? Oh, maybe I wanted to go, you know, like, wash my hands.
He actually wanted. So I was in pain. Okay, I was in pain, and it was really, really, really bad. And he, instead of coming and hold my hand or something, he tried to sit down, and I got mad at him because here I am in pain, and you're trying to sit down. So I was like, get out! But anyway, when you're having contraction, you are allowed to be anything and say anything. It's the most. Anyway, that's a video for another time. Maybe we will do a video on each of our birth experience, because they're both different. The conception,
absolutely,
they're both different.
But that particular moment, I mean, you know, like in life, you know, you have this kind of, you know, the moments when you see that frame, you know, like it's never, you know, gone. It's always there. You know, that was my wife there, because the way she sit, you know, stay here, that was like
I am in pain. At least you can stand up while
Yeah.
I'm in pain. You know, it's
But
only
anyway,
fair. But anyway, we'll tell the story another
it's
time.
a really, it's a really experience, and as I say, for the I mean, for the the women, like obviously, you cannot not be there, but for the guys, 110%, be there with your woman, and for your child, when your child is born, you have to be there, and it's a life-changing experience. Like from that moment, your life will never be the same.
This is Annabelle there actually behind us, and I was actually pregnant with Kirill in this picture too, so there's 4 of us technically in the picture. I cannot see Kiki yet. Oh,
yeah. So another kind of the highlight what had happened in May is that I did a video about family business. It was literally very spontaneous video. I wasn't per se planning to do that video, but when I was going to see this former colleague of mine, I thought myself, what, like we're doing this on YouTube, let me just share it. And I guess I will be really interested in to know among our communities how many families that are running businesses, like what sort of businesses. It's interesting because the idea behind this particular channel, we want to be a sort of a connector of a people from different parts of the world, from different communities. And it is interesting to know what is others are doing. So somebody is running upstairs. I think Annabelle, is not sleeping yet.
As long as she's not coming down here, that's okay. She
Okay.
can hear us.
So so please let me know how was it. Do we should we kind of continue doing this format? Is it something that you might think might be interested, or something that we shouldn't come back to?
Can I read some of the comments before you? The
Please
comments
do.
in the box there.
Oh yeah.
So so I stopped. Oh yeah. So Safi said that's very true, Max. Comfort zone is poison. So
thank you, Safi. You're very supportive. Very supportive.
She's amazing. I actually know who that is. She is. So there's also blessings from. I don't have my glasses, guys.
Blessings, Kerisha from Jamaica.
Oh gosh.
Big up Jamaica.
And so Kerisha says, Annabelle is such a beautiful soul. God bless her and also her brother. Amen and amen. Thank you so much. And she also has a question. She says, my battery is dying, but when did Annabelle started learning 2 languages? At what age?
3 languages, actually.
Well, we started the language learning the moment they were born. So when Annabelle was born, when Kirill was born, I've always been talking to them in French. Max has always been talking to them in Russian. So we started 2 languages when they were born. And then when they went to school, that's when they started learning English. Annabelle, I don't know if it's a girl thing, but Annabelle, I think girls generally we just talk quicker than boys. So Annabelle was able to differentiate the 3 languages quickly, and it's only now that Kirill is actually now speaking also in English. He can differentiate the languages now. So Kirill is 3, and he always understands, but he doesn't. He wasn't really that expressive, but it's only now that he's actually differentiating the language. He will tell me, like, he even speaks to me in English, and I think it's the cutest thing. So yeah, to answer your question, Kirisha, it's from day one that we have installed this language thing. Even the cartoon on TV, if it was me taking care of the kids, I will put it in French. If it was Max, I will stress him to put it in Russian. And at the beginning, it was stressful, but now it's normal. So yes, that's your question answered, I hope.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about Annabelle is that she is now, like, you have Spanglish, right, which is Spanish and English. So
yeah, there's Franglish, so she speaks French and English mixed together. But I always answer to her back in French. The conversations that we have, I speak to her fully in French, and she will speak to me in Franglish, but she understands. That's what matters to me, is that she understands. Is that Annabelle?
Yes. So, guys, my wife, she's going to, read a few comments. I'm gonna go and deal with Annabelle quickly. Babe, I mean,
this
2
is
minutes.
real life. Yeah, go.
Yeah, it's real life.
It's
and,
real life.
we're real
It's
people,
life.
and we have people upstairs that are.
She probably missed a blanket or something.
So what she does, her blanket, we kind of took the blanket, at the bottom, and more likely, the blanket is not tucked, so she would keep screaming, that something wrong with her bed. So I'm gonna.
It's real life, guys. So you're gonna take care of Annabelle. Okay, so the first comment is from Angela Loom Y. She said, "Just found your blog after seeing the first a few minutes ago. Lovely story at first. I'm observing from the UK, best wishes and continue the love." So I think this comment is on the video about how we met. Actually, guys, did any of you watch the video of how we met? I'm just curious to know how many of you watching here know the story of how we met. So if you haven't, please do check that out. It's very funny and there's a lot of twists and turns. I'm trying not to, I tend to go through stuff very quickly and I don't want to finish reading everything by the time Max comes and there's nothing to say because I talk very quickly. So does anyone have any question for me, guys, while we wait for Daddy to take care of his princess? She's probably going to ask for juice and maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to read the second question if no one has a question. So it's from Amarel Richardson. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. So it says, "Thank you. I am so impressed with the way you all of a loving, family friendly." Okay. One love always. So I guess just the writing was not the best. So I guess it means I'm just impressed with the way all of you are a loving, friendly family. So yeah, thank you, Amarel. So actually we get a lot of positive comments on this channel, I have to say. So I'm really glad to be part of this community because I feel that most of the comments that we get, I would say 90% of the comments that we get. I'm a very reserved person, so I wasn't really looking forward into going into YouTube because I heard a lot of scary, crazy stories. But yeah, I have to say that the experience has been good so far. So yeah, thank you, Amarel. So Daddy is here. The third comment, what does she want? What does she want?
She just wanted some water.
Some water.
She wanted to know if she heard me, if she heard
you
me
talk.
calling her. No, if she wants to know if I heard Annabelle calling me, and she's asking, "Are you and Mommy? Are you talking downstairs?"
She's a little detective as well.
I want to know everything.
It was really awkward to do this video alone. I'm not used to talking alone.
Okay.
So I am on the third comment. Is from Phyllis Littlejohn. "The Star family, your children are absolutely beautiful, but it doesn't fall from the tree." I guess she means it doesn't fall far from the tree. It's hard to read those comments because I think as people are typing, they're putting typos and they're forgetting words, and I'm just reading and I'm like, my brain is not registering. So yeah, thank you so much, Phyllis.
It's a compliment to you, Mommy.
Yeah,
you have beautiful kids, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So it's you are that is beautiful. As I always say to you, we're a beautiful couple. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Phyllis. Yeah, I do agree. We have beautiful, wonderful children in and out. So
they're a better version of us.
Yeah, we are completely blessed. So I'm gonna. That's a comment from Safi. She says, "Oh my words, Annabelle is so smart and the confidence just did it for me. She's very smart." Annabelle is always talking about how her tooth is growing. And Kiki is so entertaining. I love his energy and personality. It's really good to see they speak all languages. Good job, parents. So yeah, thank you very much, Safi. It wasn't easy for the language stuff, but now it's kind of normal, isn't it? We speak to each other in English, and then we speak.
Babe, you are not multitasking. You're not. She keep looking at the questions coming up, but focus on these first.
I am multitasking.
Yeah, okay, then go. What were you talking about?
So I was saying that we speak to each other in English, and then we speak to them in Russian, French, and so can you imagine how it is at the dinner table? Maybe we should actually film it and let. But it is very noisy. I think people are going to get. It's super noisy, and there's screams and all that. So yeah.
Okay, mommy, read the comment. I know you want to read that.
No, Nelly said, "You speak Lingala." Oui, nalobaka Lingala, Nelly. Nalobaka Lingala, muke. I hope this answers your question.
No,
I do.
Say more.
Oui, nalobaka Lingala.
Okay, can you read the comment and translate it to Lingala then?
Do you speak? She said you speak Lingala, so it means olobaka Lingala. Yes, nalobaka Lingala. She said nasepeli, so I am happy. Of course. I am Mungala. Of course, I have to speak Lingala. So this is your thing.
Okay. So, all right. So, next question. And Safi, thank you so much. The children are results.
It's true. The children are the parents' results. Like I see that a lot. If the energy that the parents have, the kids also will pick up on the energy. Okay.
Yeah. So we selected some comments, and there's many comments, that we received throughout the months. We just wanted to kind of, pick up, a few comments and, read them out loud. There's so much positive energy. I have to say, I was
saying that. Yeah.
When I was, just now, when I was kind of, selecting, the comments, I thought myself, is it the Google, is it actually algorithms, that it works, that it's only, putting up the positive comments, but I don't think Google have to do anything with this. I think it's just, the law of attraction, the likes attracting likes. And myself, when I'm reading the comments every time, there's so much positive energy in it that I absolutely love it.
Well, it's not, we have lots of positive comments. I would say 90%, but we still get some. No, we still get some here and there, but it's not. It's a little. So what's the next you want to talk about?
The next is Vern Lemon, and what's Vern saying is the look on her face when she walked into the room says it all. Mom and Dad mission accomplished. Happy birthday, Annabelle. God bless this beautiful family. One love, Vern. Is the video about Annabelle's birthday. So when Annabelle, when she entered the kitchen and she saw it, that's it. That is the priceless moment. Judy Buckmeyer.
I think the way we're saying those names, we're completely butchering those names.
I mean, English is not our first language, and some of the names, they're not necessarily be, from English origin per se.
Yeah.
So, look, if it's wrong, please send us, the correct spelling. I love, by the way, I love call people but their names, like the real names, no matter how hard it is to pronounce, you can learn. That's the kind of, the reason behind us calling Kirill, he's a Russian name. Kirill actually, Kirill and Methody is the one that kind of established Russia, and, the Russian language, it's in English, they call it Cyrillic, but in Russian is Kirillitsa. So, which is, it's a base, it's what the language called. And, okay, we live in Ireland, and people, not everyone can pronounce, but I always say, they will learn. The world, the whole world learn, how to pronounce Barak. Okay, so they will learn it. And I have some of my friends or colleagues that will have Russian name, not necessarily difficult ones. But for instance, Mikhail, which is Russian name, it's Michael in English. But it's a Michael, so.
Well, it's not Michael.
so if somebody traveling in Russia, they steal Michael. So basically, the point is, we have our roots, and we must be proud of what we are in this life. What is our background, and others, other people from different cultures. We must to respect each other. So no matter how difficult your name is, it's your name. And if people, if they have respect for you, they will learn how to pronounce it.
the name.
So
Yeah.
So Judy
Bachmeyer.
yeah,
That's easy to read.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. The pronunciation. She says, "I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, but I live in Boston, Massachusetts. If there is a marriage made in heaven, I will have to say yours got the gold, silver, and bronze crowns. Not forgetting the diamonds, rubies, and sapphire.
Oh my gosh.
You are both an awesome couple. Not to mention your children are so precious. By the way, I have
quite a few
mixed couples in my family. So I just, when I read that, I was like, oh, wow.
Thank you so much. No marriage is perfect, Judy. Thank you so much. It's lovely that we are, bringing so much positivity. No marriage is perfect, but I think what makes the marriage work is when both parties are willing to work towards it. So yeah, we're not perfect. We're just two normal people. We both have our challenges. We both come from different backgrounds, different personalities. So, it's not
strong personalities.
Yeah, it's very true. I'm a strong.
Oh yes.
If you know the Mungala women, if you're from Congo and you know what they say about,
I wish somebody had, this kind of vlogs, before, so I can learn.
So we are very, we have a strong personality. So yeah, there's no perfect marriage, and I hate this thing about couple goals because there's no such thing as. Well, okay, I like Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. I think they're couple goals. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much. Is it Judith?
Judy.
Thank you so much, Judy. It really, brightened my days when I read something like this. So thank you so much.
The next comment, it came from Joanne Matthew, and she says, "Beautiful couple, love hearing all your stories. You guys were made for each other. Blessings." Thank you.
I agree with this. Actually, I agree with this because I have a strong personality, and I don't think many men can take it. And before I met Max, I was it was easy for me to just get whatever I wanted from whatever, because they were like, my personality was too strong for them. They couldn't handle me. So I agree. And he also has a strong personality, so I can also handle him. So we can handle each other.
Handling
each other. So yeah, I agree. We were actually made for each other. I completely agree.
So the next comment is from Minister Janet Clark, and she said, "I'm from Florida. I just started watching you guys about 2 weeks. I really enjoy your much love, your conversation. Beautiful family. Have a great, terrific, blessing weekend. Happy Mother Day to your wife." Heart.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so it's an amazing, to us as a couple, as a family, normal people, to put our life, out there.
It was your idea.
Was my idea.
I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm glad I jumped on it. But what did you want to say? Put our lives out there.
And then the feedback, that receiving it's amazing, because when, like, to tell, from kind of, our perspective, my perspective, when we do that, we don't know what the reception will be, what the feedback will be. So we kind of, we're doing this, the leap of faith, if you like, and to have such a warm welcome, such a positive response. I mean, that's just like, you're looking like, oh, wow, am I really such a nice person?
But I remember you used to say, like, we will be walking down the street and people will be looking, and I think it's the energy that people feel at the end of the day. But yet, if you guys are wondering whose idea was it to do YouTube, Max always wanted to do YouTube. He's really into what do you call it? Well, that's your job in a way. So, but I was reluctant, and once Corona happened, I was like, what do I have to lose? Why not? And yeah, I'm glad that I finally did it.
Yeah, now what I can say is that I wish I've done it when I had this idea first, back in 2014. 7 years we'll be in a different place.
My
in
mindset
different position,
wasn't there.
But look, c'est la vie,
I don't know, love. There's a time for everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't our time.
Yeah.
And like, if you want to do this, both parties need to give off the right energy. My mindset wasn't there. You were there before me, but I wasn't. My mindset wasn't there. So I think now is the right time. Now is
And plus, I also kind of thinking from a content perspective. Like 7 years ago, if we started that, we were, we was a couple. And
we were
it's a different
engaged.
experience. Yeah. It wouldn't be that family kind of kids orientated per se. It would be something else. But it's just
But there's a lot of things that happened 7 years ago. Like we were really, really busy.
Yeah. Look, it's better late than never. So
there we go. Good one.
Yeah. So this is it really, for the comments. As I said, there's so many comments, and I wish, we can read all of them, but that will take probably, the whole night. And
I mean, we do read all of them, but read it to you guys.
Yeah. To read this, in this live session. But what we really, wanted to talk about is, one of the comments that came from Benedicta Okogi. And this is something we actually had tried to do the video today, and I don't know if it was.
It's controversial.
It is. So let me read this, the comment first, and then I'll let Patricia, talk about her thoughts, because we actually, we start talking about this today, and it leads to another kind of video, but we haven't really finished it. So Benedicta, she said. Hi, the Star family. How are you? Trust you are fine and your family. Good to see you bond. Good to see the bond you guys share. Well done. Please, I would like to ask a question. What do you advise us looking for a white guy? Us truly have tried online dating, but it was all fraud. The guys there were not sincere. In fact, they
impersonate other white men,
which they weren't. I was so disappointed, to say the least. Can you help us, please? Thanks. So
basically, she's asking
a dating advice.
I don't know. It's not dating advice, but this is the kind of question that I get a lot since because we're also on Instagram. If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, and I don't think it's only us. I think many people who are on Instagram, who are part of the interracial community, they do get this kind of question. Can you help me find a white guy? I don't have a box, a room with white guys, and I just open the door and, so I don't mean to come across in the wrong way. But it's not about the color of the skin of the person. It's about the inside. I don't have a white guy to give, but I can just say, okay, he's the white guy. And then what are you going to do if he's if he's not the right person for you?
Yeah. So guess what my wife is trying to say is that, love is colorblind. Okay. If it's meant to happen, it will happen.
Yeah.
And me, I'm very kind of, it's not like I'm strongly against the online dating, but to me, online dating is, first of all, is that people are pretend to be, someone else. Because even if you look at the, let's say, Facebook, right, the people that your friends, right, you will see, the best pictures right? On Facebook, we're all, in the good poses, in the nice dresses and everything. It's not really, it's not how we are not necessarily, in real life, not, 24/7. So online, it's like a shop window, if you like, you just, display the best, but
it's also the same with social media.
the shop,
Instagram,
there's, the massive shop floor, okay, and also, there's the stock rooms, and it's not necessarily something you will see, in unless you get into this, So what I'm saying is that, first of all, online dating, I will be, I will be cautious, okay. I'm not saying, it's necessarily bad, but
it's not just the online dating. It's asking for a specific color. Can you help us? Like, I understand the person wants to find love, and I do wish her to find love. I really do, but we need to stop. People need to stop asking people who are in this type of relationship about, can you find me a white guy? Can you find me a black woman? Because it's just wrong. That's the start of the relationship is already tainted, because you're looking at that person as a commodity. You're looking at that person as an object rather than a human being. So, and interracial marriages, whatever you want to call it, is not necessarily the most easiest either. I think maybe if okay, I'm from Congo. If I was married to a Congolese guy also, you understand the culture, you understand the language. It will be easier even for the kids to pick up all the languages. So, when you are in this type of marriages, it's not necessarily that it's easy. You have to compromise. You have to not feel like your culture is more defined or more posh or whatever than the other person's culture. You have to come together and accept the other person as they are. Max has been brought up in a kind of way in his culture. I've been brought up in a kind of way in my culture. So if we didn't have the personality that we had today, it wouldn't work. So don't think that, being in a relationship with somebody of another race, I hate this thing, but because with the human race, but whatever, it's easy. Another culture, another language, it's not necessarily easy. It takes work. So yeah, I guess you don't want these kind of questions. Well, it will always happen. I don't think it comes from a malicious way, but it's just that what I want to say is, just come out of your head that you're looking for a white guy. Just look for the right guy. Just the right guy. And I cannot give you the
shy
right
guy,
guy. So
shy guy.
yeah.
So, Mami, are you going to talk about the marriages?
I think we're gonna do it for another time, because we always, we almost running out of time, and people have their weekends and stuff like that. So I can just say a little bit about this. Just to have 3 minutes, because I want people have their own weekends as well. So I was watching a random YouTube video. I don't know why it was recommended to me. YouTube is weird. YouTube is a spy. So basically, it was talking about interracial marriages, and they were focusing only on white and black. They were not looking at Asian or whatever. They were just focusing on white and black. And to be honest, I didn't know that there was so much controversy. There was so much videos about just two people coming together of two different languages, two different culture coming together. I didn't know there was so much controversy. But basically, this YouTuber is American, so he's African American. So basically, he was talking about how. So the title of the video was saying Black women are tired of Black men. That's the title of the video. If you want to go on YouTube. But what I just remember from that video, he was talking about the ratio of success of marriages in interracial marriages. And there was this study that was done. Basically, the study said that the marriage between a Black woman and a white man, the rate of divorce is low. The marriage between a Black man and a white woman, the rate of divorce is quite high. And the marriage between a Black woman and a Black man has also the same rate of divorce than the marriage between a white woman and a Black man. So I was wondering, why is that so? I think for me, but if you think about this, it just shows that I think it kind of portrayed the black woman in a better light. I guess this YouTuber really tries to bring positivity in the African American community, because there's a lot of division because of colorism, and let's not go there. But he tries to kind of bring positivity to African American women. And I think that statistic was very interesting, but I think the reason why the marriage between a black woman and a white man works better, as they say, I think is because I think as an African woman, at a very, very, very young age, you are groomed to take care of your family, to take care of your future, the house of your future husband, the house, your future kids. So you like a little mama, basically. So you're already brought up in that way. I don't think it's necessarily good, but I know it comes from a good intention, but it does put a lot of pressure on the young girls, because from a young age, you have this seed in your head that I have to get married, I have to have my husband, I have to have this, I have to have that. And I think also maybe as like the white men, they're also used to taking care, giving, cater to. Whereas, unfortunately, some of African mothers, I'm not saying all of us, all of the African mothers, I'm talking as an African woman, not as an African American, because I'm not African American. I'm talking as an African woman. And this is what I saw with my aunties. I saw it a lot. Unfortunately, the African boys, they are not brought up in a way that, a woman is a jewel, you need to take care of her. They're more brought up in a way that I am the king of the castle, and you do everything. I'm the king of the castle. What I said goes. So I think that's why there's this friction, because you are like, I am brought up to serve. You're also brought up to serve. So when two people who are brought up to serve come together, they serve each other. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm looking at you in the
Yeah.
camera.
So anyway,
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. So that's, I think exactly. Anyway, this is what all I wanted to say. I think that's what that's why it works. What do you guys think? I was really reluctant to talk about this, but it's kind of been going through my head. So yeah, tell me what you guys think.
So before we get the
Talk to
comments, to me, I'd say, America, it's it's a different society, in America. And I don't know about the study. I haven't watched the.
I will find the
episode.
video, and I will put it down in the link so you guys can watch it for yourself.
Do not promote other people's videos. No,
the guy is already so big, it doesn't matter. But I think it's something nice. It's an educative video. It does bring positivity. He's not bashing anyone.
Yeah.
He's not bashing anyone. He's just being real and positive. So he's not bashing anyone, and I actually love his channel. So yeah.
All I can say again, I'm always speak from my own experience. I wouldn't speak from the point where I watch something, and that kind of where my opinion based upon. But to what I saw back in, again, it was in UK, years ago. I had many African friends, Nigerians, and I know the Nigerian guys, they will go after some, there was Eastern European girls. And I say, it was kind of this, novelty in this, so for the, the African guys, they were seeing this, white girls, and they were like, oh yeah, I want to go after this, and for those Eastern European girls, they see this, oh yeah, I want to try something, I'm not in my country, so I'm going to try something, something else. And of course, like any relationships, it's a relationships. Okay. So, you getting together, and then, it might be, a marriage, it might be something. Are they both ready to kind of, fill in, each other cultures? That is the question. Because somebody has to, it's like it will not necessarily be 50-50, maybe 60-40, and will one side or another side will agree to do this 60-40, like, oh no, you have to do something because I say so, or no, I'm not doing this because I'm again. I think if you look in the video you're talking about, it's USA, because USA, the culturally, the more
that's what I'm
closer.
yeah, I'm
So
not talking as a US person.
yeah, so don't know.
But you said 60-40. What do you think is the ratio in our household? Because I think we've done a good job at balancing, really. Do you think the Congolese side is more prominent than the Russian side? Like, I don't know. What do you think? Because for me, I think it's 50-50.
I think it's what they say, and again, I'm bringing this corporate world in. It's a case by case. So it's not necessarily you say that you have 24 hours a day, and 24 hours 7 days a week, 365 days, you have your 60% and I have my 40. Sometimes I will have my 80%, you will have your 20. Sometimes you will have your 90%, I will have my 10. Sometimes you'll 50-50. It's again, it's to there's so many reasons to find the reason to actually make the peace. That's the most important. So relationships and again, I think it's to have this international, interracial relationships.
I hate that word, interracial.
So I say international first.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just that I don't get it. But yeah, sorry, go on.
I'd say it's a case where sometimes you're looking at like, oh yeah, she's not doing this, it must be because of her culture. Well, it's not necessarily because of her culture. It's just because she doesn't want to do it, and so it works. It's for and against. Because sometimes you say, oh yeah, I'm not doing this, and she might think, yeah, it's because of this, but it's just because I don't want to do something, So it's really bringing back to this question, would you if somebody recommended you, like, oh yeah, I have this guy per se. I had this question from a friend of mine. Oh yeah, can you hook me up with a girl, or for a woman, or can you how can you? I mean, yeah, I can introduce you to a friend of mine. The fact that he is a friend of mine, does that mean you guys be maybe, but again, it's all about that leap of faith, and it's about your state of mind. And again, this is something we said on our how we met story, but this is like it's as simple as. It's this, it is really, it's truly the formula is that if you're open-minded, if you say, look, I'm not looking for a particular race, I'm not looking for a particular, like I'm open, like it's like, as I said, the law, the universal law. Come on, mommy, cheer up. You look very sad on the video. We're still on the video. Yep. We're on live session. Yeah, so it's really, it's really about that, like be open-minded, just kind of, whatever happens, whatever comes to you, towards you, be happy about, give person a chance, give that opportunity, be open-hearted, open-minded, and it happens, it happens. The God there, for all of us, it's
But yeah, but I do wish Benedicta the best. I do wish you to find love. I do wish you to find what you want. If it's meant to be with a white man, But yeah, I'm sure. I think it does come from a good place. But yeah, I cannot just introduce you to a random person because I cannot vet for them.
Another interesting point now that you were talking, because I think Benedicta, the way she asks, there's always like she's smiling about this. You don't take this that serious.
No, it's not Benedicta per se. It's just something that I do get a lot. I get.
Do you?
Yeah. On Instagram.
I don't know.
I think it's. Oh yeah, I think it's also because.
So
I understand
it's interesting,
why
you get this question how to get
Yeah, because he's the one who he's behind YouTube and I'm behind Instagram. But anyway. So yeah,
I think I I really think that
yeah, it's just like,
there's another and again this is an online like kind of going back to this online dating, because if you really think about, right, imagine in real life, you see a beautiful woman, regardless of anything, as a guy, you see a beautiful girl, what do? You're like, what are you going to do? Are you going to approach? You're going to run? Like, it has to be in the right circumstances, so this is the thing. So online, it's much easier, on a Tinder, like left, right, and that's it, right? But in real life, it's much difficult. But the real life, this is the that's how the things happen in real life. And would you per se, Benedicta, that's the question. If you see a man standing on the bus stop, or whatever, would you actually approach that guy and say, well, how do I get, I don't know, away from, how do I get to city center? Like, the start, just to start that conversation, how would you do that? And I don't know, it's difficult. I mean, as for anyone, it's not just, but I think it's more difficult when it comes to, a different cultures, different races, like how would, will that be okay? By the way, Mami, today, here's the life story. So we were in the park today. I'll do the video later. And
this is going to be a very long.
No, there was a man walking. And she looked at his shoes. I said, oh, yeah, I like those shoes.
He had nice shoes.
Yeah, of course. She said that to me, and I'm laughing because I said to my wife, I say, yeah, when the African girl say, no, yeah, I like your shoes. What does that mean?
I still don't even understand what I'm gonna go and Google,
Google these things, Benedicta, write to my wife,
he had nice shoes on. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
they were really nice.
Anyway, that is just I like your shoes.
Oh yeah, this is, she can try the conversation.
And actually, I'm wearing flip-flops. You can see it. But guys, listen, for the old, for the whole the single, men and women, that watching this, guys, just look, whenever you see, you feel that, this is worth of going after, go after it. I'm not going, go crazy, but just try, just try, because this is, this is an opportunity, it's an opportunity, and if it's meant to be, it will be.
So yeah, guys, I guess this wraps up the video. Thank you so much for joining, hanging with us. So we do appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the love. God bless you, and please, guys, stay safe. And we'll try to you next month. So we do this month once.
Every Saturday, the first Saturday of the month. So today is the first Saturday of the month. Here we are, and please help us, grow our channel, grow our community. So send the link to our channel, to your friends, family. We want more people. We want more comments. We want this to be the biggest channel, the family channel in the world. And may to that. Amen.
Amen to that. Well, at least we cater to 3 languages. So, look, I want you to drop the link of that video. It's a very positive video. The title is very provocative because that's the game of YouTube. You want to attract people to your video, but I assure you guys, the message behind the video is positive. So he's gonna put the link of the video down there. Look at it and tell me what you think. Tell us what you think about the video.
Okay, so the link will be in description, and if you want to leave the comments, please do. Also, feel free to leave any comments. Ask the question. Instagram, Patricia. She's also, Mami Instagramming.
Try. It's not easy.
Mami.
Anyway. So
thank you so much for being with us. We wish you, a very pleasant day, pleasant evening. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, and stay safe. God bless.
All right, God bless you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.